Hello everyone! I decided to record this video because during my farewell it's so important to share a lot of messages and to thank so many people that I decided to record this video so I can reach much more people and mostly my friends on the field. And the reason I am doing this, it's because I want to share today a lot of learnings and also thank a lot of people and a lot of things that made my life so fantastic in these 4 years with UNOPS. Basically, one of the learnings I want to share with you, maybe you will all think that, oh, Ricardo will probably say about what he learned technically or what he learned on the development context. And I don't want to talk about that. I want to some deep personal learning. When I started this journey in 2012, one of the first things that impacted me heavily is to understand diversity. Is to understand that. So everybody that had the chance to see probably a video, probably a photo, or came to my office, everybody had the chance to see this. I just took this from the wall behind me. And this is a map. And this is a map that makes myself so proud. 91 colleagues, 45 countries. And I feel so blessed to have the chance to work with so many diverse people. I learned a lot about geopolitics. I learned with my colleagues about the Balkans. I learned about Middle East. And I am Brazilian. So UNOPS gave me a deep chance to understand that the world is much bigger than what I thought. The second lesson that I will never forget, it's about humility. And instead of talking about the relevance of this topic, I just want to share with you one scene that is always in my mind. This was probably July 2012. I was probably in my first week at the job, working. And at some point I said, oh, I need to take some water or some coffee. And we were not in the current UN city, but we were in the old building. And I opened the door of the kitchen. And when I opened the door of the kitchen, I saw Yamatson, the former executive director of UNOPS. And he was emptying the dishwasher. When I look at that, I said, oops, what's going on here? The executive director of UNOPS humbling, removing the dishes from the dishwasher. And look, that scene, I would love to have the chance in life to record it. Because that scene changed deeply how I behaved. This is why I wear so informally, and this is why I strongly enforce myself to be part of the kitchen duties, to do the weekly breakfast and everything. Because despite of what is your position, we are absolutely everybody in the same boat. And that learning was such a priceless, because we live in a world that is so focused on hierarchy, on who is more relevant and this. So I tried during these 4 years. The third lesson is about contrast. Imagine how it is for someone being born in Brazil, living in Denmark, one of the nicest places on our earth, and at the same time working and helping my colleagues in probably the most challenging places. So how is for me to take my bike to come to work, and then next week I am with my brothers and sisters from Iraq visiting a refugee camp. And it's such a contrast on every day that makes myself to think every single day I wake up on why we have so many conflicts and so many challenges. And this is a learn that I will carry with me forever. This will never stop with my departure from UNOPS. But this is a key learning for me, not only as a professional, but mostly as a human being, is to understand that we are here and that absolutely everything we do from the morning to the afternoon is to help those who didn't have the same chance we have in life. During these 4 years of journey, I always recognize my young fellow colleagues, those who are starting and driving, and my passion for this energy of the young colleagues. It's because they are the future of the UN and not me. Maybe I am the present, but the future will be based on the learnings and the decisions they make. And I want to share with them a couple of advice. And the first one is that success is not a big wall. Success is built brick by brick. So don't believe that your career or your success will just blow up with a single initiative. Because this is not the reality. The reality is that your success is brick by brick, making the correct associations, helping and being helped by people. You need to understand this. And you need to understand that one of the things that for me are the most valuable things is that freedom is much more relevant than money. Be free to do what your convictions are, to do what you think is right, and not to do what you think because you need to keep your job. So these are building options for each of you. Every single person on the team that had the chance to talk to me, they know that. When I talk, I'm the Mr. Options. It's all about building options in life. Options that will drive the future to where you want to reach. Finally, on the advice is that please don't waste your time on jealousy. Don't waste your time comparing you with those above and those below you. It doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You need to compare you with where you want to be. Oh, this is very relevant because every single person has his or her own journey. And this is what makes life so exciting. So don't try to compare yourself with others. Others are others. They have other roads and other journeys. Take care of your journey and be sure that you are driving your career and your life to where you really want to go. First, I want to thank to all those on the field. In these 4 years, probably I went maybe 30, maybe 35 times to the field. Every single time, I was received as a friend. It's priceless for me to see how welcoming, people care about you. People take care of you. And many times they don't have too much to share, but they share. So I have no words to thank to each of you that are listening to this, that had any contact with me on the field. From the great driver that helped me from the airport to the compound at night. From my colleague that said, do you want to do a sightseeing? I will be happy to show our projects. So it's really, really fantastic. And I will miss that. thanking the UNOPS community. It's, of course, if I wanted to list all the names I want to thank, this video will be 5-hour video. But I want to thank one person, one single friend, because he represents everything I was looking when I decided to accept that phone call 4 years ago from my colleague Charlie and from Yamatsu. And this is Taidu. Taidu, I have no words to thank you, because it's not a partnership of being my deputy. You are a role model, because when I had the chance to go to Niamey, to Niger, to visit the place where you came from, to have the chance to, in person, thanks your mom to what you did. I consider you more than a brother. More than a brother. And I'm sure you represent the most deep values of the UN. From the times you criticize my decisions, from the times we kindly agree on disagreeing. We are so different. But we made such a strong partnership that I cannot detach my success from you, because you had such a brilliant future ahead. And this is a deep and strong example, not only to my daughters, but also for every single one that is joining UN to do the right things. So I have no words, and by thanking you, I'm thanking all my fellow colleagues. I want also to thank to the people of Denmark. I know a lot of people say Denmark is cold, it's raining, it's different. But let me tell you, I have only wonderful memories. And I tried here to express this because one of the first things I saw when I joined with my family arriving with a lot of luggage and everything was this. I went out and I saw this. I saw people with the flags, waving the flags. And this, I said, what is that? And this was a way of welcoming their family and their friends. This was a country that received my two daughters, my wife and myself, so well. I have no words to thank. But I want to thank not only to the authorities, but I want to thank to every single them that made our life and our experience such a fantastic time. And finally, I cannot thank enough to my family, to my wife and my daughters. And let me tell you, if I am here today in Denmark, it's because of them. It's because of them, because, you know, my wife, we are together for 21 years. And so happy years. She's my partner in life. And I have no words to thank her for being such a strong woman to support me in every single decision, including this one of settling my departure from this journey to reach and start a new one. Finally, you may ask why I'm wearing this shirt. I received this shirt on my first day of work. My Danish colleague, Annemet, she put in my office a shirt, and I'm so happy that it still fits. But she gave me this shirt, and I used this shirt in all the most relevant moments during my time. And now this shirt is being retired. It's the last time I'm wearing it. I will frame it and put it in my future office as a memory of such a fantastic time I spent here. Unbelievable. And for the future, I want to say that we need to keep moving, because this is the magic of life. Thank you for everything from the bottom of my heart, and until next time.